Welcome back, guys. I wanted to do a quick video on a couple things I picked up from Harbor Freight. I just haven't had the time to do the video, but today I got the time, so we're gonna go check out what I got. And as always, this is Tristan with TEEKAY'S Automotive, and yeah, let's get into it. So the other day, I picked up the Icon half drive deep weld impact sockets, their impact universal swivels, and I picked up, I think, a 3-pound dead blow hammer, which is Pittsburgh. So we're going to check those out. I'm really happy with the impact sockets and the impact swivels because I like how they chamfered the socket down when it got lower in sizes. The Pittsburgh Pro sockets, they did not do that. They did it in like a cone style way, which sometimes it's hard to get, like, let's say a 10 millimeter deep weld into a certain spot with it being so thick walled. So we're going to show you the differences between that, and I'm going to show you the differences between the Icon Universal Impact Swivels and the Cornwell Impact Swivel. I got the same style, ball and pin style, and we're going to check that out. And I'm going to show you, I don't think Pittsburgh Pro makes the 4-pound dead blow hammer, because that's what I have originally. I wanted to replace it because I beat the crap out of it and it's just falling apart, but I didn't see it there. So the biggest one they had was a 3-pound, which I rather have the 4-pound, even maybe even a 5-pound. But so we're going to show you the differences between those and what I think about longevity with those. So yeah, let's get into that. So these are the impact half drive deep weld Icon sockets. Now, like I said, we'll go to the smallest size here. You see how it's chamfered like that? Skinny. I like that because you can get it into a tighter spot. And yes, I just got these, so they're oiled with a whole bunch of fish oil. So I probably should have put a pair of gloves on, which I'm going to do. But I like how those are chamfered like that. And I'm going to show you the difference between the Pittsburgh Pro impact sockets. And now, in this set, I don't like they do have skips in this set. Which I wish they just would have give you a full, complete set, because I don't really like having skips in my sockets. So that's why I have these ones here, because you don't get the 24, you don't get a 20, you don't get a 29, 30. Or 32 with it. The biggest one they go up to is a 27. So, and these are Pittsburgh Pro, these three, and this is a great neck. But the set is, the case don't come like this. You can see it has black numbers on it. I actually used a Sharpie and color those in. It's just something a little neat to make it look more nicer and more clear, because they're the same color as the case, so you can't really see the numbers. But you don't have to do that. I just did it. But as they go down in sizes, starting at the 15, they start chamfering it. And you see the 16, they didn't do that. And they go down, like I showed you earlier, they chamfered to 10. Now, another difference is, here is a Pittsburgh Pro impact sockets. You see how the socket rolls down in there a little bit? You can see it right there, how it comes down. So let's say if the nut is receded, sometimes you can't really grip the nut head, because it drops down into the socket. So before, when it hits the surface, we'll say it's flat with the surface it's going with, it won't grip because you gotta get that extra little bit to go down in there. You can see how it kind of drops down in there a little bit. Now, like on this one, you can see, focus, it's really flush with the top of it. There's no drop down in there. There's like a little tiny bit, but not nearly. You can see the difference there. You can see how it drops down in there a lot more before it starts actually giving you, yeah, right there. So that's something to be mindful of. Now, let me show you here. Now here's a Pittsburgh Pro 10mm. See, now they didn't chamfer it. They just did like this cone style shave off, which sometimes would be, if you need to get down in something and tight, that thick wall will kind of get in your way. And even that, you can still see how it drops down in there, even with the 10mm. And those are the two sockets. So you can see how much more skinnier the icon is to the Pittsburgh Pro. So that's something to be mindful of. So it don't really affect, unless you're like doing a lot of automotive work. These really won't affect you if you're just doing something like a weekend warrior or something like that. These will be just fine. So I have not used these yet. They're still brand new. Just opened them. Now here's the 19mm. The Pittsburgh Pro. You can see it's not even matte black no more. It's like a shiny black. There it is. I use the crap out of this every single day, day in and day out, hundreds of times a day, on impact, torquing tires down. The 19's usually the most used one out of the whole set, always, because lug nuts, 19 and like 21 and 22mm. And here's the 19 on this one. You can see the difference there. Now, see, this one has a little bit thinner wall than this one does. So that could affect certain issues. But since I got both of them, I can flip-flop if I need to. So I haven't used these. But this has been my go-to impact sockets forever now. And I have not broke one yet. And I had the set for like 6 years. And, yeah. I did pull out from the set these ones, because that set didn't have them. So I wanted to have a full lineup. But these are my older sockets that I pulled out. These are all Pittsburgh sockets. These are all the impact you get in a set. Obviously, I just showed you the ones I took out. Here's some swivels that I have from Pittsburgh Pro. I'm getting the Icon ones, and we're going to test those out. Some Craftsman spline sockets. O2 sensor, the short weld Pittsburgh, some Stanley sockets. I used the crap out of these swivels from Pittsburgh. As you can see, it's pretty worn out compared to one I really have never used as a 17. Still like brand new. But I used the crap out of those. So we're going to check the Icon ones out and see. I have not broke these, and I used the crap out of them. But I like them. So I do have that little set. But they give you a lot of skips. The Icon, they give you the full set and 3/8 and in a half drive, metric and standard. This is just the metric set and 3/8 drive from Pittsburgh. But I'm going to get both sets. Here's my old toolbox. My old toolbox is more like this, is junk. Like, I keep all my old tools, whole bunch of old screwdrivers, drill bits, and stuff like that. old wrenches, old school ratchets. Some more of the Pittsburgh Pro. These are my last video. I showed you. I replaced these with the Icon ones. Haven't broke any of those, but they don't give you a full set neither. These sockets are just, these are a whole bunch of extra sockets I collected over time. I need to organize this whole toolbox. There's just sockets all over the place. A whole bunch of other wrenches here. Since I replaced them with the Icon wrenches. Those are all Craftsman's spline box ends and some Pittsburgh Pro stuff. But now let's get back into this over here. Let's see if I can get this camera set up here. Scoot it down. Boom. Okay, now those are the Torx. We already went over these. Like them. Now these are, what else I picked up were these impact swivels. Now, I do like these. They do look, the Pittsburgh ones, they don't have that ring around it to keep the pin in place, because the pin could potentially fall out or something. And it's a ball detent style. It's like $20 for with the coupon, I think, and you get the 3/8 drive and half drive. I do like these. The spring is really tight on them. I do like how they put the ring around to make them last longer, to keep that pin in place. But maybe that might get in the way of something, not having that extra lip on there. So, but I don't know. Now this is a Cornwell. Focus. See if I can. Yeah, you can see Cornwell right there. Now this is like a pin style detent, which this thing kind of like, it gets annoying because if you get it directly on a hole, on a socket right there, and you got to kind of like push it in, and to get that thing out of there, you got to push it in with a freaking punch. They get the socket out, so I'm not gonna put it in, which is kind of a pain in the butt. Sometimes it's kind of not. Now this has been my go-to swivel I have for years now, and it still works just fine. Now, mind you, this was like $60 just for the swivel, no case or nothing. They just give it to you just like this. Boom. It's on the truck, sitting there in a rack. Boom, you pick it up. They charge you like $60 for it. And this is what you get, which I don't like not having a case for my stuff. But this thing has been my go-to swivel, and it's worked just fine. It is a Cornwell name brand. The bottom's about the same, but you see how the pin shows on this one, and this one don't, because they got that ring around it. So like I said, it's a little bit thicker right there, so I don't know how that's going to work. So we got those in there like that. Alright. And we're going to show you the dead blow I picked up. The camera stand didn't really want to stand. Now this is the 4-pound one. As you see, I see the whole rubber's coming off the metal. I beat the crap out. It didn't really last that long. I had it for like a year. I mean, maybe I used it for things I shouldn't have used it for. You can see, you know, it got split. This part's coming off. Now, this is a 4-pound one. This is why I wanted to replace. I just wanted to replace it because this one's beat the crap out of. But they don't have a 4-pound. They only got the 3-pound, which is a lot lighter. But, I mean, hey, I'm going to use it because I needed a new one because that one's beat up. But like you can see, it says 4-pound on it. And I didn't see this one there. And eventually I will get some new hammers. I don't usually use these ball peen hammers that much for anything. Maybe this one more for like whatever. Those are just in there. My go-to hammer is usually my Stanley 3-pound sledge. This thing, I had two of them. I don't know where the other one went. I think I left it at the shop. But this thing has been my go-to hammer for many, many years. Trusty, good hammer, man. I like it the way it feels. Feels good. I suggest picking them up. You can get them from Walmart.com. Forget how much it was. Great hammer, though. And you always got to have a little stubby hammer. Now, they do have a ball peen hammer style one, which I wanted. I don't really need the fork on it, but they didn't have that one when I was there when I did get this, so this is the one I got. Definitely don't use the fork in automotive, but I use this for whatever little tapping situations I may need, which I'll probably pick up the ball peen one. Bring you back up over here. I guess we can do a quick toolbox tour real fast, just so you guys can see all the stuff. I got some hose clamp pliers in there, handheld manual vacuum pump for brake bleeding or whatever, a transmission disconnect tools, sealer pullers, the hoses for that pump over there. That's all that's in that drawer. This drawer is going to be, I just picked these up, these drill bits. You can take a look at these. I used one so far. I think it's a great set for 20 bucks. They do have the next step up for like 60 bucks with a better drill bits, but I don't really do too much drilling. I just need it for a tap and die set in case I break a bolt. I need to get the bigger set because it only goes up to, I think it says right there, size is 1 through 60 gauge. So I want to get the other set. But basically all that's in this drawer is my air hammer tools, some extra drill bits, some Craftsman screw tips. These come in handy for your hex head driver. Some hole saws over here. This is my tie rod end puller right here, or idler arm puller back in there. My picks. These I just picked up another set of these one day because they were $1, so I picked them up. But I already had them set. They're okay. I mean, you get what you pay for. They're $1. I break them all the time. These are my Macos set one right here. These are good picks. They last a lot longer than those ones do. Then I got my snap ring pliers with all the attachments in there. I'm going to pick up the Icon ones too. I'm eventually going to get all Icon stuff, and we're going to try the whole lineup up. I like their cases because I like the way it looks in the toolbox. So far, I didn't have a problem with any of the sockets, the chrome sockets, nothing like that. We're not going to go through the security drawer. I guess we can pull this out. This scan tool is a great freaking scan tool, man, for the price. I think it was like 500 bucks. Autel, Maxicom, the MK808. It does basically anything you need it to do, like a big name brand scan tool would. For a fraction of the price. It doesn't do as much as like a Zeus or something like that. But you know, if like I'm working out in my garage, that's plenty more. And then up here you can see I got my Milwaukee chargers all up there, and my battery charge of screwdrivers, my liquid stuff, a magnetic tray. I need to pick up some more of those. A couple of them rusted out. We can check out what's in these ones here. All pliers. Pliers, and pliers. These are all the hose clamp pliers I got from Harbor Freight. Some dikes. Some brake line bending pliers. I don't know if anyone's seen these Robo Grip from Craftsman. I love these pliers. Robo Grip. They automatically lock. It's like a channel lock, but they automatically lock into place. I have tons of those, and I got some long Pittsburgh ones. I got my Cornwell big boy right here. Great pliers. More pliers in this drawer. You can never have enough pliers. You never know what style you need. These are must-haves from Harbor Freight, the pop pin ones. I use these almost every time a vehicle comes in. Especially those pop pin ones too. Oil filter tools, some channel locks, some Irwin. I need to get a new pair of wire strippers. I found that out the other day. Those are dull. This is my Milwaukee drawer. I got all my Milwaukee things in here. I actually got the half drive big boy coming in the mail, so we're gonna check that one out. So the Milwaukee half drive, 1,400 foot-pounds of torque, great stubby impact right there. Some, you know, the central pneumatic air tools. Those are just fine for just. That sucks. That gun blows. Don't buy that. I bought that when I first started working on cars, and I just never got rid of it. But these air tools right here, you don't need to get nothing crazy name brand. These work just fine for cleaning wheels and stuff. Cut-off wheel works just fine. And actually, I'm pretty surprised that this air hammer is actually definitely worth the money. It's only 14 bucks. This thing's got some balls. I'm not gonna lie. It might not look like it. I used it on a recent video I just did on an '05 Impala. We had to change the lower ball joints, and if you don't know, they have rivets that hold the ball joints in if no one has ever done them, and you got to chisel the rivets off or cut them off. I used the air hammer, chiseled the rivets off, punched them out through the bottom, and then you put the new ball joint in with bolts. So, and that did the job. I'm actually going to get the Chiefs air hammer coming up too, because I mean it got the job done and it has balls, but the Chief air hammer, this will do better. So we're gonna pick that one up. So, and I don't like the spring on that, like, cause that's like a pain in the ass to change the tips on it, and the other one's Chuck style. So we're gonna get that. My socket drawer. As you see, it's mostly, I got all the Icon Chrome sockets. I got some Pittsburgh crow's feet, some Cornwell inverted torques, and I'm picking up the Shortwell version of the half-drive impact sockets tomorrow, and we're going to finish getting the whole lineup of impact sockets and the whole lineup of Icon sockets in here. I might move those down into another drawer because I'm probably going to run out of room when I get all the impacts, and we got to get the swivels too. Now, I don't have any SAE stuff up here. I'm going to put that in a completely opposite drawer because I don't really do too much SAE socket work. So this is all going to be all metric up here, so we're going to do that. So that's why I just emptied out one of my drawers. This for my metric sockets here. And the camera don't really want to stand up today. I don't know why. So, this is my wrench drawer. I don't know what's going on with this camera stand. I got it from Amazon. It was alright, but now it's just acting flimsy. You know, that's the Icon anti-slip wrenches right here. Yes. See it right there. These are different. The anti-slip's different on the ratcheting wrenches, so be mindful of that. I like the little teeth on this one. The anti-slip on the ratcheting wrenches looks more like a flank drive. So we're gonna finish buying all the sockets from Icon. Then we're gonna move down, and I'm gonna buy the double end ratcheting wrenches, the flex head ratcheting wrenches, and the jumbo wrenches, and then we're going to take those Pittsburgh long handle ones, move them over there, get rid of all this. We're going to actually get the stubby Icon ratcheting wrenches too to replace the Pittsburgh Pro ones. I'll probably keep those in there because those are always handy, but those ratcheting wrenches suck from Pittsburgh Pros. This is where probably all my SAE sockets will go. That's why I empty that drawer out. That's where that stuff's going to go when I get to that portion of buying stuff. This down here is all my pry bars and pickle forks over there, and not a lot of stuff in there. That stuff might get moved for when I buy more stuff, depending. Eventually, I'm going to get another Husky toolbox, the best version with the flip up top. I like that toolbox a lot, and it's the same color. And obviously, down here, I got all my specialty tools, boom, boom, tap and die, hacksaw. That hacksaw is a beast. I forgot I should have done a video on this. It's a hyper tough. You would never think. I just bought it on because I needed it and I didn't have my other hacksaw on me, so I bought this on the fly one day, and this turned out to be a great effing buy. I think it was like $40, maybe $20, somewhere around there from Walmart. And I abused the crap out of this thing, cutting wood, exhaust, and that thing has not let me down yet. Great buy, great buy. Can't go wrong with that thing. Totally recommend it. Down here, it's all my ratcheting wrenches, I got my ratchets down there, extensions, separate. I kept the icon case so I can separate the half drive and the quarter drive from the 3/8 drive and the quarter drive from the half drive. And those are all the Pittsburgh Pro ones. I haven't got any of the icon ratcheting wrenches. I like those ones a lot, so I've been keeping those. This drawer is going to get all the Allen wrenches are going to go to that toolbox because I'm going to buy the sets from Icon. Put those in there so they look nice instead of all that shit tossed around in there. Some more drill bits. This thing, I did a review on this. This thing is a waste of money. Don't get that. I thought these were metal in the picture. These are plastic. You ain't going to hit nothing with this to pound the seal in. I mean, they give you this metal black backing plate to put on the back of it, but you're going to fucking break it. Period. This is the only thing metal in the set, and this is like pop camo. They have another set for Maddox. Don't get that. Spend the extra money and get the Maddox set when they give you metal seals. I'm going to just throw that away. I just got it in there because I haven't got the other set yet. But that's junk. That's the hammer drawer you've seen. And then I got my pullers down there and some C-clamps. I got like 6 different sizes of pullers in there for whatever, pulleys and all that good stuff. Eventually, when I get more special tools, I'll put some more in there because obviously I'm almost out of room in that big drawer. And air compressor and stuff, my electrical toolbox over there, jack stands. Yeah, so that's what I got. So we went over the couple things I got. It turned into kind of a toolbox tour a little bit because why not? The things I want to be picking up tomorrow, I'm picking up the short weld impact sockets, half drive from Icon. Eventually I'm gonna just fill this whole toolbox up with the whole Icon line, screwdrivers, pliers. I do like the snap ring pliers that they got because they're solid pliers instead of those exchangeable heads on it. I don't really like that. So we're gonna get all Icon stuff eventually, and we're gonna just see how they held up. So far, I'm very impressed with the price, the quality. I like the way they put them in the casings because they look nice in a toolbox compared to the Pittsburgh Pro that's coming on this little plastic thing. You gotta buy your own rails. I like them in the blow molded cases. Those are some things. More videos will be coming. Looking forward to. We got some cars coming in this week, so we're gonna check out some how-to videos too. Maybe do a video on that scanner. Maybe if I get a check engine, I'll show you guys how to diagnose something with that. Maybe pull up some live data. So I've been trying to do a video a week, maybe 2 a week. I've been pretty busy, so it's been hard to get to some things. But I do appreciate you guys watching the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit a thumbs up, bell for notifications. Subscribe to my channel if you would like. If you want to see more content on basically Harbor Freight tools and how-to videos, you can always come hang out with me. So thanks for watching again. As always, Tristan with TEEKAY'S Automotive. Enjoy the rest of your day.